Hello, No, I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? This is the real FTG. So thank you guys for coming in today. Let me get on over here to the game. So welcome to our second episode here at Windsbach. This is a German-inspired map, much like Lostberg, but it's got a little bit of a much different feel and much larger, much wider. So it's great to see everybody today. So what is today? We are going to be doing seeds to harvest. So we're going to be doing a little bit more cultivating just to clean up a few areas that we want to replant. And then we're going to be starting off with some wheat, building up our bale counts. Then moving over, doing a little bit of hay baling. And then maybe we'll do some corn chopping. Of course, that'll come in later. So we're going to kind of make this a little bit of a progressive farm. We're going to run fast enough here that we'll be able to do everything. It's not, you don't have seasons or anything like that on it, but we are going to be doing all this. So today I've got two of my special bros with me here, Mr. Nick T and Mr. Ryan. So what's up, guys? How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Hope everybody is doing well out there. So you got a couple of new things here. One of my old favorite tractors here is the Mercedes. Actually, let me do this right quick. Let me turn the walking speed down. At least do there we go. Let's do ×3. That way I don't zip around so fast. But this Mercedes-Benz track turbo here, this thing is awesome. It's a great little workhorse here around the farm. But we've got little header pulled up to it, and a brand new Mega 200 pack here from Coloss with the 208 Dominator. This is a really slick little harvester, and it's a little bit more old school than the other stuff that we had, but it kind of does fit this style of the map a little bit more. But obviously we only got a somewhat of a shorter workability on the header on this end. And then obviously there's Nick with one of our, what you got there, Nick, is that the 900 there Axion with the Wilson grain trailer. It's a perfect little small little pup trailer for this, but we can actually get it around in and out of the road. So today let's look at our map. I'll let you know kind of what we did now. We did work up in 12 and 16 and 13 yesterday. So you'll see a lot of those stuff has already been taken down. And so 16 was at least reseeded. Now we did a few cultivating things yesterday. So 71, I believe, 85 got a strip down. 78 got a strip down. And I think 14 got a strip down. So a lot of those are still, those are ready and they're just wiped out and ready to go. So 70 is going to be one that we're going to start in today. 57 is one that's got wheat on it. So we're going to go ahead and let those things grow. Those things are already done. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get back up and get a few things there. I'm going to drive one of these, one of this one down. And Nick, if you want to follow me in the Mercedes, actually, you know what, Ryan, you just follow me there in the Mercedes. We'll take this down to where we're going, and then we'll come back to the farm and grab maybe one more harvester, and that way we can knock it out quick.
I just, before you get too deep into this, I just wanted to point out the sub count thing's wrong. It's 3,021 out of 3,000.
Oh.
I don't know if you can change that on the fly or not.
Yeah, we can change that. We went back in and redid it. So yesterday's stream was basically 30 frames. So I went back in today and I set up a new one, so I forgot to do that. So thanks for, they reverted back to an old file, so thanks for letting me know that. And I saw that there, Philip, I just hadn't gotten that far yet. All right, let's, yeah, I was 3,500, right? All right. All right, there we go. There we go, 3,500. There we go. All right, so let me throw some shout-outs here as you guys are coming in. So let's see. Let's start at the top there. Mr. Blue Type, JP, what's up? Zach Van Horn, hi. How are you? If you guys want to go ahead and head on down that way, let me just let me tell you where we're going. So we're going down to, let's start at 57 first. Let's start there. I'll bring this one down, and if one of you guys want to zip back up, and then we'll bring the whichever header you want to, and the other Lexion that's in the main barn there. So we can take both of those. Well, I'll do some more shout-outs to everybody. All right, so Zach, what's up? Brian, good to see you, man. Walter, as always, one of our JP and Walter, two of our new moderators there. So what's up, Brian? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Killjoy Gaming, hello. What's going on top of the morning or the evening to you? Hope you're doing well. Hersnog23, what is up? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Robert? I hope you are doing well. Great to see you here. Gaming Farmer, hello, Darkness, small friend. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope them legs are doing a little bit better. What's up, Philip? Thank you, man. We got the sub counters fixed. Appreciate that. And yes, what's going on, Chris? And who else is that? It was Ryan, obviously, is with me. Let's see what we got. Matt, what is up, man? How are you? Long time no see. So, yes, All good things here. We've got a lot going on today, so I definitely got everything. Oh, what's going on, Jerry's Projects? Hope you guys are doing well. Just to let you know, we're going to do a decent little stream here, maybe an hour, hour and a half. I don't really want to go too much, but I want to do enough to where it's people want to come back and watch it later on. So we're going to try to jam pack as much as we can, do things as as fast, but also do them as efficiently as we possibly can. And then we're going to I'm maybe thinking about cranking up some ETS tonight. So all right, so I'm not. Okay, guess that was the hitbox on that thing was a little crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and get out here. Digital Storm PC giveaway to myself there, Michael. How are you, man? I hope you're doing well there, bud. All right, we'll turn our flashers on. They kind of get a little annoying after a while. All right, so I think let's get in here. We should be seeing a road. I say we should be. Now we might have to. Let's turn it around. Let's turn it around. I didn't go the wrong way, but I thought there was a connector down here, and it doesn't look like there's. Oh no, it is. I see where those guys went. You're welcome there, Robert. No problem, man. Oh, well, that's good to know, Chris. Well, I think, the more that I do this, especially the guys that come in and do a lot of that watch a lot of those, I think YouTube takes note of that, to be honest with you, man. I mean, YouTube's kind of becoming the big brother. They kind of know all and they see all, which is kind of freaky, but, it is what it is. Oh, the baby's doing great there, Zach. Thanks for always asking, man. You always come in there so thoughtful. So appreciate that, bud. It keeps hitting fits. Yeah. Well, I couldn't figure out on that one. I was like, what the heck am I rubbing on? I didn't figure it would, stop me dead in my tracks. All right, so those that are just joining us, missed our little, our little intro yesterday. I hope you enjoyed Windsbach. I'm actually really enjoying this map. And I don't really enjoy the farm side of it, the main farm. I really like the cow area. It is top notch. The sheep area is a lot of fun. And really the main thing is it plays like a 4X map. I'm not sure if it is a 4X, but it certainly does feel like a 4X. It's good. It's good. I really like this. This is really worth the download. This is in the FS17 contest section. So if you are on PC and you're kind of looking for a new little kick around map to maybe do a little something outside of maybe some of your other bigger operations, I think this would be a good candidate. All right, sounds good there, Robert.
I sure hope that Michael had a good birthday yesterday.
Did he?
Remember? Well, he said it was his birthday in chat.
Oh yeah, he did. I think he was just kidding with us, man.
I'm kidding back.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
That's part of the joke, was being serious.
Michael never lies.
I'll think of there, Brian. That's cool, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, just send them my way, man. I'll be glad to add those in. We do need to finish up the full tilt, at least there at Emerald Valley. Definitely need to get that one finished up and move that out. I've got 2 more maps. One's in Montana and the other one's somewhere else. But both of them are just awesome logging maps. So there's 2 very good candidates that I've not seen anybody else logging on. So y'all know me. I typically try to do something that nobody else is doing, which some would say that's hurtful. Nobody wants to see what nobody wants to see, and then some people say, well, that's the way I like it because I see something different. So, take your pick. All right, so here we are right here beside Field 57. This is a beautiful field. So, tell you what, let's see, how's this? Yeah. Yeah, you can, now I've got another one of these, and I also have if you want to, you can go grab the Lexion. It's in the main barn, and I've got 2 headers there. Now, you can hook that up to the harvester, or I can zip up there and grab one, and we can grab another tractor.
I can grab it.
Okay.
You got the trailers are up here for the headers?
Yeah, sorry about that, Ryan. Yeah, they're already on the trailers. All right, there we go. All right, sounds good there, Brian. Well, you pitched it in there with the mods. I don't see why we couldn't get you on there for a couple episodes there with the full tilt sawmill. Definitely gonna need a little bit more help with that one. Got a lot going on with it, so I'll go ahead while we're waiting on Nick to come back around here. I think Ryan, he's okay. He's back. Okay, I see what you did there. We'll go ahead and do this and just give it a little test run. Now this is a not really new, but it has been recently updated. But I wanted to do something, just kind of feature something different besides just the big stuff. You know, a lot of guys like to see some of the smaller stuff on there. And by the way, let me just see if let's see what chat's doing tonight. Let's see if chat can keep up tonight. Let me move it down here so we don't get all this. Let's see, what can hide that? I forget what key. There we go. Let's try that. And I might get that working. Let's see it. Let's see if that does. See if chat holds up. If it goes ahead and winds up chipping away, you guys just let me know, and we'll hide it here on screen. So. All right. So I think the capacity on this is about 10,000. So this is still a fairly big sized, still a big sized, capacity on this, especially to be more of an older model. And we'll see what's going on with it. Man, oh, okay, we got rocks.
You know, is that a road there by 46 that goes down to 56?
It kind of looks like it, yeah. It might be a gravel path.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. If not, you can just make one. Yeah, it certainly will there, Unknown Chaos. That's a shame, man. That is a shame. Hey, what's going on, Matt? How are you there? Hope you're doing well. Oh, nice. Rig mod, service truck. Very sweet there, Brian. Oh, I think the service truck, man, would be a cool addition there. Oh, nice there, Zach. Very good, man. Well, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a great game, especially when you get on the mods, get everything set up. It takes a little while to get everything kind of up and running the way you want to get it up and running, but aside from that, it's a lot of fun. I've kind of gotten back into it. You know, we've got a lot of things coming up. Platinum DLC is going to be coming up here very soon, and I forget exactly the release date on that, but I want to say it's early October, but maybe late September. Do you know, Nick?
I think it's October 17th.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was, fairly early, but so yeah, hopefully that one comes in. That's going to be nice. Going to add in South America, so we're going to add in a little bit into cattle, and just as it is, if you guys want to go ahead and follow me there on Full Tilt Gaming, also follow Full Tilt. That is on Twitter, so we're trying to tweet out updates and share some updates whenever those things do come back through on there on Farm Sim. You guys can kind of be in the know if you're not actually following or actively keeping up with those types of updates from Farming Simulator 17. And also, you can go follow those guys on their respective social media, and you'll get those updates right to your phone or your devices, whatever you want. But they're pretty active, which is, I like following and I like being involved with active people. And I try. I want to be a little more active and a little more interactive with Twitter. Just trying to build up, a following there so that we can have a lot of good conversations and be able to share a lot of stuff between us. And it's just a really good way and a really good, quick way to contact me. Facebook, it takes me a little while. I don't check it all the time because I manage multiple other pages as just a part of my job in general. So I kind of do get Facebooked out. That is literally a thing. So this way it does help in that. So we'll see. I really want to do Twitter though. So if you guys got Twitter, go ahead and follow me on there at Full Tilt, and we can definitely chat it up throughout the days. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How are you, man? Y'all even reply on Twitter?
I'm just gonna have to hook up to the header and quick travel to you because it's I got a head box that pipes out, but it's not.
Oh wow, okay.
you know, every time I get near a tree, it's boink.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Walter. I'm automatically going to get it on PS4 as it is, but the way the stream setup is, it's just not really conducive to go back to console streaming the way it is now. So, yeah, that kind of stinks. So I'm going to have to go back and repurchase it. Now, I had to repurchase Big Bud for the PC stuff, and then I had to repurchase it. I never did actually go back and get the Coon DLC, which, you know, kind of was whatever. And that beeping, guys, is a combine signals mod. So whenever you're in this thing, it'll do a different alert for 75% full, and then a beep, a particular style of beep there right before 100%. So when will console get a new map? You know, I don't really know. Unknown. That is truly unknown as to when they'll get a new map. I would say there's a couple of topics that are still active on the forums with Farming Simulator. So if you go to farmingsimulator17.com, access their forums and look in there. It should be under the general info. There is a topic that does cover all the new stuff coming out. Now, I know it's been rumored. I know that I'm not up on all my news like I used to be. But I know Bullet Bill is actively working on West Coast, and he's still doing some testing, so that's probably going to be the next one that does come out. That's going to be a whopper, and you guys have seen that streamed out just a ton of times. It's a beautiful map. I would normally be playing. It's just that everybody and their brother was streaming. I was like, you know, I just want to do something a little different than just stay on the West Coast with everyone else. So, you know, some people will want to go see it just because it's coming out and it's something they're going to want to see. So that's probably going to be your next bet. I did see that, Philip. That's a good one too, man. I like the swampy marshlands there of Pacific Inlet. It's a good one. I'm so glad, man, that they got some good logging stuff out for console, because that was always my one big huge pet peeve, was that there was no logging except what you wanted to do. And it just sucked so bad. I was like, oh, we need a logging map. But I'm so glad that FDR got their stuff out there, man. That's so awesome. All right, there comes Nick there with the Big Daddy. So we'll probably eventually at some point we'll sell what we have here. We'll sell what we have here, and then we'll maneuver on to get something a little bigger for some of these. But we will keep one of these. We'll keep one of these in the field here, just because we do have. If you're looking at it through the map, so we've got a lot of really small stuff. Well, actually, the chat's right in the way. But right here in the 40s, which is pretty much where Jimmy's comment is right now, there's a lot of stuff there, a lot of smaller fields, and these harvesters will be absolutely perfect for it. It won't be too big. I know, Walter, man. I know exactly what you mean, and honestly, and I'm glad. I'm not salty about it at all. It's been a long time coming, and it just means that things are going to get better for everybody, and it means that the community itself is engaged with it. So when you've got an engaged community with things, that is when good things happen. That's like here. If things in the community itself and the YouTube community and this channel just kind of die off, and there's no excitement to being able to hang out with everybody and want to come and chat and talk, it was so great, man, seeing Brian and Walter and JP all having little conversations in before the stream and stuff, because that's what it's about. You guys are already connecting outside of this, and y'all only know each other through the chat room. So if that community itself dies, then this kind of starts dwindling away in itself. So people really get salty, and a lot of other computer guys, PC guys get really salty when they see console getting good stuff. But it's good. It's good for competition. It's also good because that means that Farming Simulator makes a lot more money because people go buy it even for console, and that just means the game itself is just going to get better and better and better. So that's just my thoughts on that one. Brian, I am literally just about. Oh, I was about to say I looked down. I was like, "Yep, I'm full." Yeah, Robert. Name's Justin. You can call me Justin, JB, FTG, whichever. I'll answer to all three.
Ayo, JB.
Yeah, that's been my nickname for a long time. JB.
Wait, it's not full?
No.
Damn it, why did I always find out last?
Oh yeah, you know, I don't understand why that, you know, Giants can't put auto load in there. I'm like, man, y'all are killing it. Y'all give these great logging maps, and then you've got to deal with the iciness of like a. Because honestly, if I was doing logging by myself, I would pick the logs up, I would arrange them, I would throw them all in the trailer. Y'all have seen me do that in console a million days from Sunday. But when you get on and you start doing like multiplayer with PC stuff, like. It's really hard doing that and being able to, you know, control the buckets and the arms and all the claws and all this and that and this and that. So the auto load really just serves for that function alone. I mean, there's some parts that, you know, I really would like to see it do the other way, but, you know, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But that's something that definitely needs to happen either on this Platinum update or at least by 19. They definitely need to come out with auto load script on console. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. My day's been good, Robert. Thanks for asking, buddy.
I thought Philip's last comment was kind of interesting because, you know, he's saying that someone said that if you can afford a console, you can afford a PC, and you know, I could have like 6 PS4s for what my computer costs.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not the case.
Yeah. Because all they did say if you can afford another computer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I don't. Well, here's the thing too, and this is something that I don't know that I think it does get somewhat dropped. I don't know. Ron and Nick, y'all can chime in here as well. I mean, we talk about this a lot. For whatever reason, there's some PC guys that really get salty about you know, console, because I think what it is, they see the game, they see the mods, they see the mod hub coming now for console, so they're like, they look at they've invested a couple $1,000s into a machine, and then some guy on a console is literally getting the same exact stuff for, you know, a fourth of the price. Now granted, you could buy you a PC for $500 or $300. You're not going to get a console for, I mean, shoot, I mean, it's, you know, it's got its pros and cons to both, but like PC wise, I bought mine for extra stuff that you could never run on a console. So I mean, there's Farming Sim itself is not that big of a program, because you can still run the exact, almost the only thing that you get on PC is you can have the ability to update your textures, but you also have the ability to add in a lot more trees, and that's based off other things that console doesn't have the option to change or upgrade, as well as your draw distance. You know, that's the other thing. There's no way on a console that you'd be able to draw this whole entire field, but through a PC you could. So I mean, there's pros and cons to both. But you know, I didn't buy this PC that I have for Farming Simulator. You know, so I mean, I think you got to be a little bit more respectful too, and understand that not everybody can afford a PC. You know. That's the other part about it too. This for me was an investment. This wasn't like a toy. This was an investment. JD full Paul.
There are some games on console that when you put them onto a PC, if you can run them, you know, at the max settings, it's pretty unbelievable.
Yep. Exactly right.
Like GTA I thought it was great on the console, but wow. You just, on the PC at Ultra, it's just unreal.
Yep, it sure is. That's, you know, and I've noticed that too with, even Farm Sim has its areas that it really, you know, sometimes, and I remember this especially on consoles, like when the trees would move back and forth, you'd almost get like this flickering, you know, like especially on the logging maps, you'd almost get this like flickering of the trees back and forth, but I don't see that in the console, I mean in the PC version. So it's just to understand, there's the pros and cons to both, and especially depending on what kind of gaming you're going to do, or what kind of games you want to be involved in, what communities you want to be a part of. I mean, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just part of the decision you make as a gamer. Yeah, there you go, Chris. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, and it depends. You know, technology nowadays is getting so good. that today's game development just cannot keep up with the tech. The components that are going into your average, let's say $1,500 to $2,500 or $3,000 gaming PC. Those are just not as prevalent as they once were. So, you're maxing out systems. You're going to be looking at doing stuff like X-Plane, Flight Simulator, those kind of things. I mean, you're really going to stretch a PC to its limits with those. But when you're looking at these and what would normally be console titles, yeah, you don't really necessarily see that divide so much.
Did you not see my pipe, Ryan, when you were driving by me?
Yeah, the pipe's up, but nothing's filling.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm full.
I'll come back and try again, but I got nothing in.
Yeah, I'm having weird issues with the combine, like I'm hitting the pipe on trees when it's folded.
Huh. That is weird.
You get out of it. See if that does.
Wait a minute. Oh, what in the world?
What?
Yeah, well, you'll have to look at screen here. You'll see what I see. I wonder if there is a, huh.
What the heck?
You see it?
Yeah, it's like grain boxes in there.
Yeah, I wonder if we need to do something on that, because that is weird. Because it should be rolling out the pipe right now, but it's empty grain tank unit 3. Yeah, we might have to sell that off and redo it, man.
Let me go get in the other one and see if it...
Yeah, it doesn't do that. Hey, what's up, Charles? How are you? Gmail Sanchez, what is up, buddy? It's been a long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Let's just look at let's look at the internal control here, make sure there's nothing here. We got sides, engines, coolers. That's probably not any of that's gonna be on there. Yeah, windows. Yeah, it's just something went on. Something's going on here with this is the most. Well, I thought it was the most updated. Yeah, so we.
The box is up.
Yeah, it's not. So unfold the. All right, so we got to unfold it first. Yes, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm supposed to be unfolding it, but it's like it's jammed up. It's like it's I don't know. I tell you what, just let's just sell the 750. I hate to do that, but
get rid of this one and I'll go grab the other one.
all right, well, just leave the all right, just leave that one there. Let's get the middle one. So that one's yeah, so that's the small. Do you remember which it doesn't matter. Here, let's just do this.
The one in the barn here. I'll bring it down.
Usually if there are not that many problems there, Michael, it's neither this is neither not the updated one or something was up with this one when they re-uploaded it to the mod stuff. Let me just I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one because it's in use. Go ahead and hop out of it, Ryan, and I'll go ahead and sell it. And all right, so somebody wants to. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and grab the let's grab the middle. Let's try the middle one there. Let's see what our price is going to be.
I'm ready to come down with the other one that's at the facility. You just want me to use it?
Well, you can, but here, just use this one right here, and I want to see if let's see if it fixes itself. If it doesn't, then I don't know. I have to re-download those.
Is it at the store?
Yeah, it should be. It's at the shop, yeah.
I got it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. Yeah, mechanical issues. You might call the mechanic. Oh well. Yeah, it happens. You know, it happens with mods. It's just one of those things. And I'm great there, Gmail. Thanks for asking, man. I hope you're doing well. It's been a long time no see, so welcome back to the channel, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us for a bit here. All right, so that looks about. I don't know that I've ever used the small one. I've always used the bigger one. So I don't know. Maybe hopefully that'll fix itself. Yeah, I'm constantly in an interaction mode there, Robert. I always try to keep up with everything and keep conversations going with chat, no matter how fast it does, to make sure everyone's heard. That's all. Now, if it's relevant to the conversation, I always try to make sure that that everyone gets a, welcome word. I mean, if it's not, it's just random, just kind of off the wall stuff. I usually don't pay any attention to it. What's going on, Mr. Chad? How are you there, buddy? Hope you're doing well. There we go. Alright, so we got almost all of this done, so we'll go ahead and we'll take these harvesters down and maybe switch up. We'll do the other Lexion on the next one. So we got a couple more fields here we're going to do. Then we're going to spend some time I've got 3 new seeders. They are I won't say they're old, but they're definitely a little bit. They got a little bit of age on them in the download section, but the ones that I've never actually seen anybody use. So we'll go through some of these. We're going to do a little bit of baling today and a little bit of seeding. So we'll see if we can't fit all of that in. So we're doing really good. We're only about 30 minutes in here, so hopefully things go well. Chat's doing good there on screen. So you guys hear anything? If you need more audio, you need more Nick, you need more Ryan. Please don't hesitate to let me know. Just want to try to get things dialed back in here on Farm Sim. A little different than ATS and ETS when I'm just kind of out there by myself. So,
do you care if I do some Bale in here?
I do not care at all, man.
Alright. Probably round or square, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we do square. That's fine. Yeah, Chad, it's a lot of fields. It's kind of Lostburgy, but the thing about Lostburg that always ticked me off is they put vegetation in between those small little strips. And now this one, these guys have done, whoever did this one did a really good job of just making all the different strips of field. So you could separate them if you want to and play it, quote unquote legit. Or you could just take your plow and just make huge swaths of fields, which I've seen a few people do. But this was one of the contest maps, and this map got absolutely no play, and I have no idea why, man. I stumbled across this. I downloaded every single map from there. I pulled every single one of them up there and looked at it. That already looks better. Man, listen to that thing. Woo! Man. Whew. All right. Hey, what's up, Popular Game Gamer Raylan? Yep. Well, look at there. One more day to bow hunting. I hear you, man. Man, that seems like early, but it's Wisconsin. Oh, bow hunting don't start around here until like September. 93 fields. Wow, man, that's big time there. It goes Nick there, and our which one are you in, the 800 or the 900 there, Nick?
It's the 870.
800 series, so that's the 8 series there with the Colossus, and that is black with the black wheels. It's a black on black, and then he's got the square baler there. That's probably one of my favorite square balers out of most of all the modded ones. So good stuff. It is September, ain't it? Woo! Wow. Wow, look at Blue, man. It's calling me out like, yo, bro. It is September. Yes, some of the fences, smaller fields, yes. Now this one does have some of that. Now most of the fencing here's what, and this is a perfect example of what this map does. Now it does it well, but the one big, let me actually turn this off just so I can talk. There we go. Whew, feels quiet. Is they put these ridges in here, and it's a some would say, oh, that's stupid, why don't they just make it flat and stuff? But that's exactly how a real field would do it. I mean, they would ditch these off, and they would either ditch, especially when you got rain, depending on the lay of the land, they would ditch these things up, especially at the ends, and it would neither help channel and funnel all the water down instead of it just sitting, neither in your road, in your path, or whatnot. So, I mean, there's a lot of places, especially on anything that's in the south where the forestry areas are down, like most of all the bigger fields all have that ridging around it, and it's awesome because when you hit it, I mean, like it. All right, see you, Jimmy the Wrench. Have a good one there, bud. Alright, looks like Ryan's going to be able to... Hey, what's up, Evil Clown? There we go. Alright, so looks like I'll be able to finish this one off. We'll have a little bit of scraggly left over there, but ain't nothing to make a turnaround for. Now, what we could do, if you wanted to, just trying to think how this can work there. If you wanted to, Nick, we could actually windrow a few of these smaller ones if you wanted to, but that's up to you.
Yeah, you can, if you want to windrow while I bail or whatever.
We can do that, and let's see. I tell you what, Ryan, let's go ahead and let's jiffy these things down to. I believe we're going down to 70. I think the cart's all the way down here, so tell you what, I'll empty this one out. I'll bring the cart back up to us. All right, Nick's quiet a little bit. All right, I'll cut Nick up a little bit here. Yeah, yesterday we had a little bit of kind of them feeding back in, so I cut them back just a hair to see if that would help. So I'll bump them up here just a notch or two. All right, we'll try that. See how that does. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're going to go down to 70. Let me just double check that. We'll go ahead and, let's see. Fruit type, so we got wheat there on the field 70. And it is ready to harvest last stage. So, whenever you get done there, Ryan, I guess let's just, I'll probably take the header and everything over there. Hey, what's going on, Cobra Scammer? How are you doing? Do bobblers. That'll be a series in and of itself. Yep, and that'll be a series you won't find me doing. That's like ask. Of course, I'll tell you what. I will do sugar beets now that I saw there's like a 20 sugar beet, like a 20 row sugar beet harvester. I saw it on the mod one of the mod sites. I was like, now that is what I need. That would get me motivated to do some sugar beets. I actually kind of like, and I think I'm going to enjoy the sugar cane. I saw, they've run a sneak peek there of all the video stuff. So if you guys have not seen what the Platinum DLC there with the sugar cane there in South America is going to bring in, definitely go check out Farming Simulator 17 because they've got all those videos and stuff up. And I think it is going to be pretty awesome. Alright, so hopefully I can get to that field from here. All these are dead. I'm not sure what that was, but 64 there, it's cooked.
I'm going to go ahead and grab the windrower for you.
Alright, thank you, man. Alright, so let's pull that back down. Alright, let me do this. Just do a few things here. There we go. Alright. See if this is on the 45 or not. I got a feeling it's probably not, but I might get lucky. Yep, nope. It's terrible. That's crazy, Philip. That's crazy, man. See, there's another example of those ridges here on the edge of this field. So you're not paying attention. You just go, ratcheting right across there. You're going to find yourself in trouble there pretty quick. Yeah, I hate when they do fields like this. I need to look at that. See if I can reset the direction there on GPS. It looks like me and Ryan are going to meet in the middle. So I tell you what, Ryan, you go ahead, keep going. I'm just going to go, I'll make another headland pass. You just keep on coming my way. I'll get out of yours.
Alrighty.
I'm not usually a big fan of the small, the small headers and the small harvesters, but this is actually a really good one. Like if you had I think this is a 6 meter. Like if you had an 8 or a 9 meter header, this would be absolutely perfect for most all your, middle stuff. The combine. Let's see. This combine has got. It's not too big. Let's see, where is the Dominator? There it is. So it's only 235. So the capacity is 6340. So your comparison for this would be anything down here in the TC590 range or the Activa, the Axial Flow. So a lot of these are right around the 6,000 capacity mark with about 250, 60, 70 horsepower. So that's the category and class it's in. And then what those guys are running is not quite the 40-foot headers with the the T, was it the 1090, but it's probably more or less right underneath, like the Rostamash. I think the Torum 7 something or the 900. I think it's probably going to be somewhere in that series. So, but it looks good there, sitting off in the sunset. I mean, not sunset, but sitting over there on the back end of the field there. You can see all the lights. It's all lit up and stuff. You can see behind him. It looks good, man. It looks great.
Field 71 screwing with me. I can't harvest this.
Does it keep cutting out on you?
Yep.
Alright, let me zitch over there and I'll go ahead and buy 71, and that way we won't have to worry with it. I ran into that problem yesterday when I was trying to cultivate a field, and it did the same thing to me. These are close enough. If you get anywhere close to the edge of that, it's you don't own this field.
Yeah, there's a Lostberg.
Yeah. Oh, 398, so I don't have enough, so we got to do this. right, now let's go back and do it.
Just sell Nick's truck.
Yeah.
I mean, the Metallica sticker there is probably worth, you know, 500,000. So.
I bet Nick's got some. He's got some autographs on that sticker, don't you, Nick?
Oh, dude, it's like 700,000. There we go, Grassy.
Yep. All right, let's see here. I got you 2 headlands there on that one, Ryan. I'm gonna pull this one off here, and then I'm gonna go run a few windrows over there. I want to check the Colossus windrower over there, see some of that Bale action, and then we'll go ahead and pull us up another trailer. And I've got a couple of nice little autoload trailers that we'll kind of feature here as part of the what is it, the Joskin trailer pack. There, it's really good, really subset of standards, subset of trailers there. All with autoload, so they've got the pallet load, they've got, you know, the HD bales and all the other stuff that, you know, you usually see on there. But it's a really cool stack and an unload function on those. It's really cool that you don't normally always see. But these are, I don't know, these are like perfect for your smaller medium fields, and they've got a different size, like an 8 meter, they got a 10 meter, one that's more like a dual axle with that front stand, the wheel stand in the front. Then one of them, I think the other 2 have dollies in the front. So quite a few little options in that. It's a nice little trailer pack. They do have cotton pickers, Robert. If you guys wanted to, if you don't follow Raptor, he's got a brand new cotton picker episode where it's just him farming with cotton picker on a map, and it's brand new. It's just from John Deere. I think that mod came out a couple weeks ago, and that is it's pretty cool. I went back and watched that. It's a nice little episode. It's a nice little thing, and there's really not a lot out here. I think Nick, that one's not even multiplayer, correct?
Yeah, I haven't found a cotton multiplayer map.
There you go. So yeah, some with the cotton mod, or however they're putting that in, it doesn't really work multiplayer. It's kind of like some of those economy ones. You can kind of figure out a way to kind of fake it, but at the end of the day, a lot of those economy stuff, like the mining maps, they don't really work that great on multiplayer. You kind of have to cheat them a little bit to get it to do what you want it to do. All right, so I'm going to pull this and run off here off the side here. And we'll just pull on here road. We won't have to worry about any traffic out here. So I'm going to zip on back over here, and Nick's already got the, let's see, there we go. Nice little, we got I got 2 Colossus windrowers, and this is just the smaller one. But I wanted to give both of these things a whirl, see how they did. It just looks, you know, good Colossus tractor being pulled by, you know, Colossus, I mean the windrower being pulled by the tractor. It just looks better. Yeah, it did look good. You know, the little grape harvesters, we did the grape things, and someone had done like a grape mod, you know, there on Goldcrest. It was pretty fun. I mean, you know, it's kind of a novel idea. It's not something that I'd say you could definitely work in, you know, once every, you know, so bit. But it's kind of cool to get it and try it, and then hopefully maybe they'll run that stuff in as part of maybe these multi-fruit maps. Maybe they'll be able to figure out a way to put in the grapes and that kind of stuff instead of it being inside the mod itself. It'd be kind of cool. I was about to say, if you want to, Nick, you could. I did either one of those. Yeah, the one on the outside and this one. They've both been done.
Alrighty.
Oh, well, thank you there, Robert. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, the NASCAR, we had an absolute blast with it. That was a ton of fun. And I hope this weekend we're going to get everybody back together again. And I think if all schedule-wise rolls out, I'm going to try to put a schedule up this weekend when we do that, just so you guys will know. Because I actually, quite a few of you guys came in and were like, whoa, NASCAR. You know, I had no idea you'd actually stream NASCAR. But we had the wheel cam set up, and the G29 here, and just going through the gears and having a really good time with it. Racing with Raptor, and Nick was in there, Ghost or Mr. Ryan there. You were in it. Who was that? Was it just us three? And like there was someone else was playing with us.
Nope, just us four.
Okay, yeah, and then Raptor. Yeah, so us four. So maybe we'll get a couple more guys there that might have it here, part of the crew. So we just had a blast. So you guys be looking out for that this weekend to come by and say, hey, support me, and I'm sure Raptor will be streaming, and I'll stream it myself as well. So that'll be a lot of fun, man. It's one of those games where it's great to play with people. The single player is okay, but man, to have some people there to race with that's what makes that game. I've got the big Colossus one, Philip. I'd put these two smaller ones in because honestly, most of the maps, most of the fields on here are pretty small. We just literally picked like the two of the biggest ones on the field to do for stream tonight. So I typically would have went ahead and bought the other ones. So yeah, that's why we got the smaller ones. Hey, what's up, Aiden? How are you, man? Good to see you there, bud. All right.
A lot of light on these bad boys.
I know.
Unlike the vanilla, you know, it's like, where am I?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they definitely up the lights on these. Well, in this map, you know, some of these maps are just like, they're just extremely dark. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to fold this up. Now, I'll go ahead and take this and let's just see here. I know I've got the other one over there, but if it's got the other bigger ones, let's just see if I've got... Yeah, so I've got two of them in here. So here's the liner 4000. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, sure, we'll just keep that the way it is. Alright, so I'm going to take this one back, and we'll showcase the bigger one there, Philip. Go ahead and take this one back here to the farm. And what else? Do we need anything else while I'm over there, Nick?
I don't think so.
You got an empty trailer?
Yeah, trailer. Yeah, I guess we probably could buy two of those trailers, honestly, because we're definitely going to need it. We're going to have to make some trips back and forth. Any mods are coming out? I guess I guess you're referring to console mods. Oh man, let's turn this on some. Yeah, there we go. Let's see now. This one has the cab light. Let's see, where is it? Thought this one had a cab light.
For some reason, if you open your right side window, it'll make it really bright in there.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like there. Yeah, this was got. Yeah, this is a little bit more. It must be the T7 has got the really good one. Yeah, I don't think this one does, Robert. I think it's the T7 that we have. I think it's the one that has. I think it's the one that has the lights on the inside. Oh, inside cab light, and it's really good. Just the perfect amount. It just kind of adds this nice little white glow in there. But yeah, the one thing I was saying too, this map just really has a it's got a lighter feel to it. It's not nearly as dark. You know, we always kind of used to joke around like the Chillington map. The Oxygen David maps were always so stinking dark. So this kind of deteriorates, takes away all that stuff. So it's a much brighter map, much more pleasant to work at nighttime. Alright, so this is going back up to the cattle area. And I guess, actually, you know what, I'll tell you what, while we're here, let's just switch this up at the shop real quick. So, I've got, let's see. Tell you what, I think this is storage right here. Nope, well, okay, how about this? We're going to put it right here. Alright, we're going to put that right there and grab the other bigger one, then we'll take that back down. And we'll showcase that one because it's pretty much the same size. And if I'm not mistaken, Philip, this is going to be the same size as that Chrome one, or this is going to be the next step up, or the step down from that one.
Are you coming with a empty trailer?
No, if I come with the windrower, just to make our trips back and forth a little bit easier. So both trailers that we do have are off at the biogas in the top corner. So you could tart us up there if you wanted to. I've got both. I've got two. I've got one that's got for round bales, and the other is for square. But
no, my combine's full.
oh, well, that kind of trailer. Well, I'm headed back your way now. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The Wilson's not quite full.
Okay.
You want me to go bring it down here to you, Ryan? Or do you want to get it?
Oh, where is it?
It's in the field that we were harvesting last, which was...
I topped that off.
Oh. I guess it needs dumped then. Where are we gonna...
So there's a couple of places here. We don't have to go all the way back to either one of the places if you don't want to now. If I'm not mistaken, there's one right down there by 92 and 91. So that place down there is a sell point. So you could actually just take it down there and sell it right off the bat instead of storing it. There's no point in storing it. I mean, just take it down there and sell it off.
Alrighty.
Those are the two. Those are the two I have there, Philip.
you said it was by 91? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, that's it down there. All right, let's see. Make sure. All right. All right, so there's our one field there we just did. All right. Alright, just gonna redo output here, so don't worry guys. Didn't lock up or freeze up. There we go, refresh chat and all that good stuff. Alright, let's see. You guys get the pup trailer? Y'all delivering it off, selling it off?
I'm on my way back.
Okay. Alright, so while you guys are doing that, I'll go ahead and zip up, and I'll probably go ahead and get, I'll go and grab those trailers and bring them back down. I got the window over here too, so do that as well. Yeah, it's right after the first hour there, Philip, so that always, I don't know why it does that. I've never been able to figure it out. I've never been understand why it does that. Alright, let's see. Go straight. Yep.
Other combine Nick.
I know it has, man. Like I said, I have no idea why it does it. I've put in, I've put in stuff with that and asked them about that. And hey, does anybody else have this issue? Some people do, some people don't. But yeah, I don't know, man. For whatever reason, it just does it, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's so frustrating. It probably wouldn't do the same if the way I'm running in my chat. So I'm going to be looking at a few different ways to run my chat in. That's a little more cleaner, a little more modernized. Once we once we do roll those in, hopefully it's a different update system, so it won't be kind of dealing with the same junk that this does. So hopefully that is going to get better. Fingers crossed. Yep, I don't know. Every hour, man, it's just like I just have to go just refresh the output, and then psst, there it goes. There's one of our biogas plants there, so it's got basically three big old huge, big old huge pits in there. You kind of get an idea too, really fast, how big this map really is. You've got a lot of small offshoot fields that really just are on the side of nowhere. Then they run into these beautiful farms like this right here. This is back into the cow area, so guys are maybe interested in seeing. It's a very clean, very modern, very modern style looking, cow area. But it does have that. What was the other map? It was the Irish one. It was Losberg, Lawfolds. That's the other one. Very clean, very clean kind of cattle area. So I don't know if these things will hook together or not. I don't know that I've. Do they have a hook? Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, look at there. Well, look at there.
Coming back live to the FTG, farming simulator ATS stream, bowling doubles.
Yeah, I have bowling doubles. I didn't even think of that. I should go to old stream. Yeah, I don't have a clue, man. People tell me where I ought to go. That's definitely not the way I ought to go there. People say, well, you ought to go do this, you ought to go do that, and I don't have a clue, man. I don't know what people want.
Whopper with cheese.
Yeah, nowadays it's not really what people want; it's what YouTube wants. You gotta play to the advertising, gotta play to all that other junk, and it's not about the games anymore, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna rant about that tonight. It's just it's just the nature of the beast, nature of money. Just do it. We'll give it some thought here. We'll give it some thought. Now their new map looks very promising. I actually really like, just seeing some of their mapping and some of the early videos that they put out there, man. Just really top-notch stuff, and I don't expect any less than from those guys. They do a fantastic job. Old Stream, for what it was kind of the first of its kind. That was that ultra super uber tight, farm areas, and just the fields were small, and it was really the first place that the Coon DLC made sense. If you think about it, no other place there with Coon DLC made any sense, because it was all smaller equipment, smaller cultivators, smaller everything, and then all of a sudden, this map comes up and it makes all worse sense. So. It'll be a good map. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Whether or not people want to watch that from a live stream perspective, I mean, who knows? I mean, I could maybe pop in there tomorrow and whoop up on some what's the West Coast, and all of a sudden people are like, oh my god, there's 60 people in stream. Who knows? Mapping and picking out what you do, I mean, it's such a weird part of this. I'm still figured out. I ain't got it figured out yet. Alright, so I know this is a really cheap way to do it, but, I don't... I kind of feel bad for auto-loading it. What do you think? Y'all ever feel bad auto loading?
Unsubscribe.
Well, speaking of which, we actually had a nice individual unsubscribed right in the live stream. So thank you for that, there, Val. Appreciate that.
Manually loading bales is like that movie you buy and then only watch it once.
I used to do it all the time, especially on console, man.
Battery is.
Do what?
Yeah, you guys are on PC using autoload. If I watch this all on a stack manually better than your autoload can do it. And I'm on the console. Screw you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How are you, buddy? Walter says, never feel bad auto loading. Thanks for the vote of confidence there. There's a lot of bales in this field, man. This wasn't even like a fertilized field either. This was just like regular. Good Lord. All right, so there's one. So let's do all right, so let me figure out what I got to do here.
Michael's jealous? I thought he had John Deere.
He will slap you through the microphone. All right, work position. All right, so now the back one should be picking them. Yeah, there we go. Michael said below the belt.
Sorry, Michael. That was 2 streams in a row.
Over here at FTG, we've got 3 gigs of John Deere.
Yeah. I almost need to pick up another set of doubles over here.
Just do the road train. Ew.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
Alright, is that gonna be it? We got one more. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna have quite a few extra bales there, guys.
Big old crazy bale haul.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh. Get the fire mob. See how big of a fire we can make.
There is a John Deere in Farm Sim on console. I don't believe it. I can assure you it's there by accident.
Oh, they just painted a Voltra to match one.
Oh, man. Well, you can do that. I mean, it's a cheap way to do it, but it works.
And these sunflowers just withered to pieces over here.
I know.
They don't even have leaves left on the stems.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, Nick Robert wants to know how your week's been there, bud.
Oh, a lot of streaming there, guy. Yeah, it's been fine in real life and online, I guess. I don't know. Do you guys consider your online life a real life? As far as like,
We might not want to know the answer to that question. That might open it.
Saturday morning up. Hey, my wheel's not working.
It might open up a whole new can of worms there we can't close. Robert said it depends on if the boss is paying you or not.
Oh man.
Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll put that one off there to the side. We'll go ahead and bring this in. So I think we had a couple of different options. I still think we're going to do partially. I got to figure out where the cows roam here in our pastures. So I'm thinking about making this one grass, moving some of these trees over and doing a couple of sheds over here. Because we do have access right here on the road here that we can just drive straight in here over on the grass, and we can get us a couple of sheds that are open-ended so that we can pull our bales in. So I think at least for right now, until we get to that point, if we continue here on this map, if it, if you guys like this map, if you want me to move somewhere else or don't like this one, or it's usually pretty evident by about the first 3 or 4 episodes. If nobody shows up to watch it, then ain't nobody gonna show up to watch it. So by that point, if things are still good, then we're going to continue to go ahead and maybe keep this map open, keep some things rolling with it, which that'll give us a little better opportunity as well, just to get some things done here in the way of storage. So the one thing that's lacking in this map is a little bit of that external storage that's open-ended. There's a lot of things kind of like Lostburg, where everything's in a barn, everything's that kind of feel to it, which is not a problem. It's generally just a little different. So you don't have that open space for bale storage, keep stuff dry. Most of it just sits out here in the weather, which is no good. So let's there we go. So here's how the auto load on this, the unauto load I should say, works on this. It tells you exactly where it's going to put these bales, so you can nestle them right up to where they need to go. So I think this is what we're going to do. We'll put it right here, and then we'll unload there, and then boom. And then we're going to take out our axle by driving into, wow, what the world? There we go. Alright, so we'll do that with that trailer. And we'll go ahead and swing this one around and do the same with it. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Aiden. That's literally where FTG got its start, man. FTG got its start in Chellington. Chellington V2 version 2 for console.
Chellington VLB team.
Yep. That's exactly where I got my start, man. YouTube and everything started right then. Oh crap.
He's double cutting again.
Oh man, gosh, I double cut so much in that map. It was good times, good times. Alright, so we'll get that nestled right up there. Oh, well, that wasn't really that close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, so now let's do this. We're going to have to change our workload position. There we go. We accidentally picked up 2 we shouldn't have. Hey, what's up, Patrick? How are you there, buddy? Good to see you, man. Patrick's waking up early here. It's an FTG Folgers in your cup. I want to make sure I have to keep that under 10 seconds so YouTube doesn't flag me for inappropriate advertising content. All right, now let's.
Syntax.
There we go. Well, we'll straighten those out there. I need to get my bill fork out, and we need to square those up a little bit. We might even be able to stack those up, but we'll go ahead and get the other ones and at least bring them down here. Hey, what's up, JV? Oh man, you going back to Chellington. You're going back to the early days, Walter. you want to see where I got my start, buddy? That's it, man. That and all of its raw glory. Let's go this way. We have not been this way. So this says something like bikers, and oh, look at this, man. This is intense. Oops. Yeah, it's intense enough we got stuck. Let's swing that one out just a little bit wider there. It's okay. It's just sugar beets. They won't care. Not many maps bring this kind of terrain detail in there to you. So let's see. What do we got? Oh, okay, so I can't go that way. Dadgummit. I was really hoping that was going to lead me. All right, so we got to take a left here. Let's see where this goes. It's not lagging too much. It's what you're seeing, Robert, is a little bit of, it's a low latency. So I did an ultra low latency, so that means basically immediately whenever it pops up on screen I can see it. But right now it's about 10 seconds, so it feels like it's lagging, so you may put something and about 10 seconds later I'll reply. But that at least offers everyone a chance to be able to ask a question. And what it does is allow you to go back. So if you want to go back and DVR into the episode, you can. Outside of that, you really can't do that when the latency is so low. YouTube cuts that function out. So I thought that might be a worthwhile function if someone comes in later and they want to kind of rewind back a little bit and catch up and see where we're at now. Instead of asking me in chat, that's usually a good way for them to do that. And when it's on ultra low latency, they can't. So that's why I kept it in there.
This is how you run an ad on YouTube. The best part of waking up is in your cup.
There you go. It took us all the way back around to where we literally came out before. Luckily they got ATS and they got doubles ATS and farm sim all in the same episode. But I need to get Bandit back around. We still keep up. Bandit Bob, he was the guy that did some of those early tutorial videos with me. Really super nice guy. I need to get him back in. He actually got engaged. Met him a girl down in I think they're in California. He's originally from Texas, but yeah, he met him a girl down there, and they're engaged to be married now. So he's living the high life, and see them on Facebook and whatnot. So. I had to get him to get on his PC and come say hey some night, because I know we always talk about it, and then we always it always falls through. But yeah, man, that was so funny. I know, man. I can't believe we honestly did that either. I was like, I'll go back now and I'll watch that, and it's so funny that it's one of those highest rated videos on the channel. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid. But it's good stuff, we were having a good time. That's what it was all about. So.
Hey, that green trailer is full, by the way, if you're looking for something to do rather than pushing me around.
Hey, just practicing with NASCAR back.
Can't do that. There's no wall for me to go into.
We're bump drafting. Got the class Baler pushing the lexicon.
That's funny, JP. Run my business and my game. That's about it. What's the white icon as you go along on the side of track? I'll have to look as I'm on that track. I'll have to look and see. And we got one more Bale. I'm not exactly sure what the... Alright, there we go. There's that. So let's go ahead and let's get back up here. Let's get down. We'll catch a few more down here. Let's see what these guys are doing down here in 70.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The little white circles. So those are fields that you can buy. So, you know, Robert, sometime at whenever you get the game, if you walk up to these, they're basically like interactions. So you can farm the fields. If the field is set up with missions, then you can go down here and it'll give you equipment that you can work and do a particular job in the field if you want to make your money the old-fashioned way. You know, now we have mods to put money in, whether on PC or even consoles, got a money mod. So, yeah, either one of those are possibilities. But anyway, that's where you buy the fields and assume control of those and take them over for yourself. Or you work those for another farmer. That's what those are. Just little interactive bubbles.
It's my first 40 hours on Mossberg.
Or buying all the fields.
No, working on hard.
Oh, working on it hard?
Yep.
Nice.
All the north side bottom combined. Yeah. 400 hours later.
I may have, guys. It's very possible that I totally missed that. Oh.
Oh. Look out.
I wasn't expecting that big old hill. I was zoomed way out. I know. Whew! Alright, there you go. Double Bale trailer's full again. So maybe 1, 2. Yeah, I would almost say you could probably stop Baling now.
You don't want me to finish it there, guy, huh?
Maybe not the Baling wise.
This is the end of the line.
Alright guys, well as Mr. Nick and Ryan here go ahead and finish up, we're going to finish this field up here and we'll get things going. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us here a little bit in the live stream. We'll continue on here and do a little bit more. Now this weekend we're going to be adding in a little bit of NASCAR. And also I'm going to make a return back to JCB. That video did really well here on the channel, which I was kind of surprised, but kind of not surprised in itself. So I think I'm going to move back and do a little JCB action. So I'm actually looking to, I may just run some ETS as well tonight. I've got a few other things. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I may not stream tonight, you know, second off of this. But we'll just see. You guys get a notification, obviously, if I am. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been fun. Thank you there to Nick and Ryan. Appreciate you guys coming in and helping out as always.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Well, anyway, you guys have a great one. Come check us out here on the next live stream. We should be streaming out tomorrow night. Tomorrow will be Friday, so maybe we'll run a little JCB tomorrow. I've gotten quite a few guys that have asked and have wanted to see some more, and hopefully can join the live stream there on the weekend. So depending on what's going on tomorrow night, if nothing else is really fancy, we may even run some NASCAR tomorrow night. I mean, who the heck knows? I mean, if Ryan and Nick are up to it, you know, we can go grip it and rip it. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. So we'll see what's going on. So thanks, guys, and we will hopefully I'll see you here next week. So say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you guys later.